What's going on? Saturday morning. Nice to see you, Facebook Nation. Facebook, go find our people. Bring them on in here. And boom. What's up, Cody Coleman? Thomas Thatcher, nice to see you. Gary Tripp, nice to see you, sir. That was very nice words by your wife. Gary, thank you very much. Tell her I said hello. It is Saturday, y'all. Chuck, nice to see you. Brian, how you doing, buddy? Velco, nice to see you. We're going to go back here in my little spot. We can hold this Saturday morning meeting. I got some good stuff. I think I'm going to ruffle some feathers today. I got a little controversial subject. Don't hold it against me, old car dogs. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. We're going to have a great meeting. Then we're going to go in and sell some cars today. Gary Pollard, nice to see you. Anthony Webb. Jacob, nice to see you. She's listening. Oh, that's great, man. We're going to build it up here. I just want to give a shout out to my sales hustlers out there. All you guys. The Sales Hustlers group is 2,700 strong in a month. We're doing really good. All you car salesmen, car sales managers, and finance managers, GSMs, and dealer principals, get over there. Check it out what we're doing. It's pretty amazing. A bunch of community helping each other. We don't get many like that, man. Usually everybody wants something. We don't want nothing. We just want to make this industry great. Shawn Jones, nice to see you, buddy. Thomas Thatcher, we got the Orlando trip coming up here pretty soon, man. Hope everybody had a great week. It is Saturday, and I'm excited for today's Saturday morning meeting. It is going to be eventful. I'm sure I'm going to get some negative comments for this, but sometimes things need to be said, you know? And sometimes you have a platform. You need to say it in a way. I'm not coming down on anybody, but I want to grow this industry, and I want us all to be great, okay? And unfortunately, sometimes the way we do business interferes with that. So I want to change the car game like a lot of you guys. We talk about game changers all the time. I want to be one. I know a lot of you guys out there want to be one. You know, just because we've done something for 60 years a certain way doesn't mean it's correct anymore. It can always be adjusted, can always be tweaked. We can make it better, all right? And that's what this meeting is going to be about today, all right? I got a Saturday morning meeting about where we need to change in the car business. Why do we need to change? Well, I'm going to tell you in this meeting why we need to change, how we need to change it, and for what purposes. Shawn Hayes here, your car guy, Hyundai of St. Augustine. It's Saturday. That means it's time for the Saturday morning meeting. And what I want to talk today about is the car business. Do we need to change it? Are there certain things in the car business that need to be adjusted? We've been doing it this way for a long time. It's always worked, right? Well, has it worked? We haven't been the most trusted people out there in the world. In the business itself, people really don't like to buy a car, right? It's not like buying a different item where they get excitement, all right? I think the process is kind of stale and old. And one of the reasons there's certain companies out there like Hyundai that's changing their platform, Lexus with Lexus Plus. If you don't know out there what Lexus Plus is they've taken it one person all the way through the sales cycle. It's a one-price store, okay? The salesman does the trade evaluation, he does the pricing, he does the negotiating, he gets approved by a bank and does the paperwork. One guy. Lexus has rolled this out. It's done really, really well, and it's probably going to trickle down in other manufacturers. Would you agree? If our process works, it saves the company time, money, and customers like it, they're going to institute it. Hyundai with the 3-day money-back guarantee and doing more of their shopping online. Okay? This is changing the game in the car business because they don't like our process. They've been telling us this for a long time, and we ain't been changing it. All right? So I'm going to go over 7 reasons today, 7 things that we might want to look at and adjust. Now, guys, I want all my old school car dogs to understand this is not a negative against you. All my new car dogs, it's not that the process is broke. What I'm saying is when you adjust over time, we need to look at things with an open mind. Okay? Unfortunately, what happens is we've been doing something for so long, we become in a rut with it. We become used to it, and we don't want to adjust, even when the market's telling us we need to adjust. You're like, well, Shawn, they'll never run us out of the car game. And I'm like, okay, hold on, guys. Let me give you 5 examples right now that people that probably said that too, and now you've never heard of them anymore. Number one, AOL. Yeah, you remember back in the 90s, everybody had a disc. They had 87% of the market share. Yes, I know it's before all the companies you use now, guys. Yes, back in the day when I was a younger man, okay, everybody had a disc. You put it into your computer, and it went ring, right? Dial up, and it always dropped you. It was always busy. Okay, AOL owned the market. They owned it, but they didn't adjust. And where's AOL now? Second, Blockbuster. Everybody hated Blockbuster. They were a place to go rent movies. We had to return them. Everybody was late. They charged us outrageous late fees, okay? And streaming, Netflix, beat them to the punch and drove them right out. Now, Blockbuster didn't change quick enough. They didn't see it, or they didn't believe that it would happen. And now, where's Blockbuster now? Motorola. Do you remember back in the day, everybody had a Motorola Razr? It was the hot phone. Yes, for you younger people, okay? Back in the day, the hot iPhone or the hot Droid did not exist. It was a Motorola Razr. Everybody had a pager back in the days, in the 80s too. That was Motorola. Now, where's Motorola now? You haven't had a hot Motorola product in years because they didn't adjust. They didn't change. They thought that they were too, their nose was too far up in the air, that they didn't see the trouble that was brewing. MySpace. Yeah, everybody liked MySpace, right? It was the thing. You could play music on it, man, and hit your page, wallpaper. I got my favorite tune playing. Nope, they didn't adjust. Facebook chased them right out too. Are you seeing a pattern here? My last one I've got is BlackBerry. They called it Crackberry. Why did they do that? Because everybody in business had a BlackBerry, okay? BlackBerry wouldn't change. They kept the same old BlackBerry forever. And now nobody has BlackBerry in business. I just named you 5 companies that believed that their product didn't need to change, that their process did not need to change. And now they're no longer in the market. Now we in the car business, we're doing the same thing. We're thinking, well, we don't need to change our process. Even though the market is screaming for us to change it, we don't need to do that. Okay, it's fine. It's been doing this way for 60 years. Yeah, well, do you want to be AOL? Do you want to be Blockbuster, Motorola, MySpace, or BlackBerry? Then these 7 things are the reasons why I think you can stay ahead of the game. These are the 7 things I think that will prevent you from where we're going. We're headed there, guys. I want you all to know. Okay, this market is adjusting. Okay, the market is screaming for it, and some of these manufacturers are adjusting. They're changing their format. All right, and this is why. Number 1. Transparency. You got to have a transparent dealership nowadays. Okay? Now I'm going to ruffle some feathers right here. I want all my old school car dogs to know I respect you. I like you. Okay, we can sit down and break bread. Okay, we'll have a couple drinks, cold pops. All right? But I have to be honest with you. Okay? That's what I am. I'm authentic and I'm honest. Okay? And I don't mind that you believe that gross profit will be lost with transparent, but I'm telling you what, you're running yourself out of business with the hiding of interest rates, okay? When a customer asks you what the interest rate is and you, oh, well, it's an average of the last 8 people that have, bull crap. You want me to close on a payment, but yet you won't tell me the interest rate, okay? When you come in on a price for a car and then you get the pricing and it's different, okay? The hide the keys, the things like this, guys, the customer is screaming to you, we want transparency, but yet we don't want to go that way. We don't want to go that way because we think we're going to lose gross profit. But what I'm about to tell you is that I think you're losing more gross profit when you're not being transparent. Okay? How many customers leave your dealership because they think you're fishy? How many dealers or people go home and tell their friends, I wouldn't buy a car there? You pop somebody over the head and they go home and they found out you held $6,000 on the trade. Then they tell everybody. They give you a Facebook post. I'm telling you, transparency is the future. Okay? And if you don't get on board, you're going to be a dinosaur in this business, and the dealerships that are changing to be transparent, they're going to gain your market share. I'm telling you. Transparency is important in today's market, okay? I just don't understand some of the antiquated things. I mean, these customers have cell phones in their hands, guys. They do. They're showrooming you, okay? They're also checking out local financing options, okay? You get mad when they bring in a check-in, but then when they ask you for an interest rate, you won't tell them what it is. See what I'm saying? You get mad when they go to their local bank and get a credit union, or they get a check, but when they ask you what your interest rate is, you won't tell them. It makes no sense. So guys, transparency is my number one. Number two, better training, less salesmen. Yes, salesmen out there, give me some likes on this, because this is the difference. You want to make more money, the dealership want to make more money, hire less salesmen, but train the ones you have. This is it. Guys, everybody thinks, okay, well, 9.7 cars average, I need this many salesmen to produce this many cars. That is not it. That is wrong. That formula is wrong. How about keep your salesmen down, but train them all properly so they don't need as many opportunities to get deals. They're more skilled. They're craftsmen. Do you understand? Instead, you just flood your floors with heads, okay? I know. My dealership, they don't listen to my theory. My theory is less salesmen, more skilled, better deals. And we've proved it here. Because what they do is they flood the floor, numbers go down. Those people quit that can't make it here. Less salesmen, numbers go up. But then they bring in 4 or 5 more. Why is that? Because they have the old school thinking of 9.7 cars per salesman equals this. I tell you this. Have better paid, better skilled, less salesmen at dealerships, but be highly trained. You will sell more cars. You will make more gross. You won't need as many opportunities to get deals. I guarantee you. It's my theory. If it was my dealership, this is what I would do. Transparency, number one. And number two, okay, I would hire less salesmen, but train them all. And train them well, daily, weekly, monthly, role plays, everything. They would be skilled. I'd have like 20 Grant Cardones running around through here. Number three, all right, video. Video is the key to the present day and the future. And guys, I'm going to tell you what, if your dealership, okay, if your GM, your GSM, your salesmen are not on board with video, we're going to pass you by. I'm going to pass you by. I promise you. Okay. You see how much traction I've gotten here in 7 months. Okay. Imagine the traction I'm getting when I send my customers video email and you're still trying to pick up the phone call or send them a text or an email. Okay. My video is popping up on their screen and they touch that and they say, woo, all right. This guy's passionate. He wants my business. I ain't paying attention to the other 3 people. Okay. You should use video on birthdays. You can mass text it. You can do Christmas. Okay, mass text Christmas. Like go outside with a ho-ho hat on, do a video, and send it to all your customers. Okay, 6 months, happy year. Okay, you could send these all out to these people. Okay, when they come in for the dealership, you send a follow-up video. When a lead comes in, send a follow-up video. All right. When you just get a phone call and they want to know about a car, walk out. How strong is it to walk out to the car, do a video, and send it to them instantly? I'm going to guarantee you, in this market, if you do not do video to attract business as well as keep business, you're going to be missing out. Because there's a lot of guys like me right now, and I'm going to take that market share. I'm telling you, if you don't get on board, I know you're an old school guy, man, and I respect you. Please understand I respect you. I mean no disrespect. But guys, I'm trying to tell you, don't be the dinosaur. Don't be. Because if you're the dinosaur, you're going to be looking around like, what the hell happened? All right? It's because everybody else got on the video train and you're still sending templates. All right? Next is for all my managers out there. Early TO process. Okay, I want you to touch all the customers. Don't sit in your desk. Don't sit in your ivory tower and wait for deals to come to you. Okay, go out when when a salesman gets a customer and you see him out on the lot, go greet him. Thank you for coming in, Mr. and Mrs. Customer. My name is Shawn Hayes with Hyundai of St Augustine. I'm so happy that you came in today. I see you're with Bill. Okay, Bill's one of our best. He's going to answer all your questions. He's very, very skilled at this car. But before you leave today, I'm going to make sure you have all the numbers so you can make a proper decision on which car is the best for you. Okay, thank you. Can I get you something to drink? Boom. He goes inside. Then after that test drive, they touch that customer again. Hey, how'd you like the car? Great, great. Well, what we're going to do right now, as soon as he gets me all the information, I'm going to get you great pricing. Okay, thanks. Boom. What'd that take, 15 seconds? Okay. Now, if he needs to go into a TO because the salesman can't get the deal, you have now already established at least a bond. They at least know you. Okay, you know what type of customer it is. If it's a standoffish customer, if it's one of the engineer types, you know what I'm saying? You get a feel for the deal That should be a quote. You get a feel for the deal, all right? So early TO process is huge, and multiple TO process. You're going to gain more deals. You're going to hold more gross, okay? I promise you, all right? Early TO. Let me go back over these real quick. Transparency. These dealerships need to get in transparent. Number 2, better training, less salesmen. Number 3, video. Number 4 is early TO process. Number 5, now this could be transparent, all right? But I wanted to put this in here all by itself. Rip-off stickers, as Mike Davenport calls them. The addendum stickers, the bump sticker, or the rip-off sticker. Guys, these are stupid nowadays. These are dumb, okay? The customer sees it, and they might not tell you, but they ain't going back to your dealership. I hear it all the time because we don't use them. When people come here, they say, oh, I see you don't have the rip-off sticker. Oh, yeah, you know about that? Yeah, these people are crazy. They put some wax on it, put a pinstripe on it, tint the windows, and charge you $3,000. What sense is that? And I know some old school car dogs will say, well, we'll need that for financing, or we need that so we can dump in their trade. Look, we're transparent dealerships today. We need to be. You're competing with these guys, and you think you're going to earn the business over a skilled guy like me that can explain the rip-off sticker? Okay? I think they're wrong. Now, you do your dealership whatever way you want. Remember, this is if I owned my dealership, okay? This is what I would institute, because I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to make good traction of that. I'm going to show people what the rip-off sticker is. I'm like, hey, when you go across the street, check that out. Yeah, see how much it is. Oh, yeah, that should turn you off right off the bat, right? I'm going to send that customer out thinking negative. Anyways, all right, so rip-off stickers. I think they're stupid. I think they're dead. And I think the customer is too wise to go for that stuff nowadays. All right, number 6, we need to shorten the process. The number one complaint from customers, other than transparency, is the process takes too long. Why are we taking so long anyways? Okay, here's my theory. How about when the customer pulls up, man, we start appraising their car. If we know they're going to have a trade-in, why don't we get the used car manager on that right away? Yeah. Why wait till after the drive, after the demo, when the customer's in the fever of buying the car? You then want to slow it down and bring the used car manager in to then appraise the car, then get pricing. It makes no sense. Why don't we appraise the car right early in the process? So that number's already sitting at the desk, so when we come and get prices, it doesn't take that much longer. Okay? Going into the finance office. Why does it take an hour to go in the finance office sometimes? I know we're busy, guys, but the process does not take that long. We should speed that process up. This is the things that the market is telling us. The market tells us we hate this, but yet we do nothing about it. Okay? They say it takes too long. Well, okay, yeah, it does. Well, come on. That's why these things are breaking out. That's why Hyundai's changing. That's why Lexus Plus is changing. This is why they're going to change, and they're going to chase you out of the car game, because we don't want to change our process. We don't think about it. Yeah, we say, yeah, you're right, but we don't do anything about it. I'm telling you, we got to find ways to shorten this process. All right? You need to, we just need to move it along. It shouldn't take all day to buy a car. All right? The last one I've got here, social media. If you don't have like a digital social media guy at your dealership, okay, somebody that can perfect your marketing through social media, I think that's the way of the future. I know we got a lot of people here that we're paying, but maybe you could trim some of the other areas in the dealership and get a person that understands social media, knows how to attack it, and can maximize your market share out there. Okay, guys, a lot of dealerships don't even know how to use social media. Absolutely, they don't. Okay? You know it and I know it. A lot of dealerships out there are doing the wrong thing. All right? They need somebody that understands how it works and understands how to attack it, understand how to bring business in off of it. It's not just posting things. Okay? You got to figure it out. You got to have highly skilled. Our business is changing, and our business model needs to change. Guys, social media is the present and the future. It's not going away. And for you to keep spending money on other ways to bring business in, maybe you need to hire somebody that attacks it and understands it and gets customers in. Okay? It's only going to go more and more social. Would you agree? The internet is going to be more and more prevalent. We got to get people that know what they're doing. Okay? I'm just telling you, these are my things that I think are important. If you don't want your company, if you don't want our jobs in our business to turn into an AL, Blockbuster, Motorola, MySpace, and BlackBerry, we have to evolve. We have to change, and whether you like it or not, and whether you like it, the message I'm giving you today, if you open your ears and really listen to it and understand it, I think you will agree. I do. I think you say, you know what, I don't like it, but I kind of understand where he's coming from there, and it makes sense. Now, my 7 ways that I would change a dealership. Okay, this is Shawn Hayes' Hyundai dealership, all right? I don't own one. I probably never will. But I'm telling you, if I was running one, I would institute transparency and make sure that a customer knows this is a transparent dealership, okay? The days of hiding interest rates, hiding payments, having bump sticker, rip-off stickers, all the rest, I think they're gone. Number 2, I would have less salesmen, better training, okay? I would have the finest, sharpest salesmen in the country, okay? They would be finely skilled, finely tuned, ready to close, but I don't need 100 of them. I don't, because all they do is practice on your customers. They're not really serious about being a long-term career person anyways, so they're doing this just for a job. All they care about is making some instant money. They can lie to customers, they can mishandle customers, they don't know how to take a customer through the process. Less salesmen, better training. Number 3 is video. Okay, I think we got to get excellent at video, guys. You got to learn how to greet customers with videos, send customer follow-up videos. You need to do internet lead generation videos, phone call videos. Everything needs to be video. Now, I'm not saying you have to cut out those other tools, but definitely use video. If I tell you that a internet lead goes from 16% open rate, okay, to 42% open rate, why wouldn't you send one? And somebody said the other day, well, Shawn, I don't want to spend $42 on it. I'm like, what? You just spent $38. I told the guy, you just spent $38 on lunch that's going to keep you full for 2 hours, and you're going to be hungry again. But you can't spend $42 for a whole month to make your money, to increase your profits, okay? To make that $42 can turn into $1,000 or more. It makes no sense to me. Start budgeting your money better. Bring your lunch 2 days a week and buy these products to make yourself better. You're going to make more money. Quit spending money on things that don't make you money and start spending them on things that do make you money. All right? Number 4, early TO process. We need it. Managers, listen to me. I promise you, you will sell more cars. I promise you. And I know some of you guys are already doing this, but a lot of dealerships are not. Okay? Next is the rip-off stickers. You gotta rip them off. You got to take them off. And I know nobody's going to listen to me, and that's fine. I'm just telling you, if it was my dealership, they wouldn't have them. All right? Next, we need to shorten the process. Okay? We don't need to be here 4 hours buying a car. It doesn't take that long. Okay? Speed the process. Maybe appraise the trade early. Maybe get the finance guy in early. Okay? Maybe keep that ball rolling. Keep the thing rolling. All right? The problem is when you keep them here too long, they don't like the process. All right? They start showrooming you. Start looking at their phone. They start searching out internet prices, stuff like that. I'm telling you, you keep them in the buying flow, you'll sell more cars. Next, last, social media. You guys got to get serious about it. You got to attack it. It took me a long time too. So look, I'm on board with you. I understand. But I'm telling you, now that I'm here, you got to get on board. You got to get somebody in your dealership that knows social media, that attacks it, can bring business in off of it. Okay? And because there's a lot to know in social media. It's not just posting pictures. It's not just throwing something out there. You have to have an interesting presence in this market for people to notice you. Okay? And you got to get somebody on board to understand this. Guys, it's Saturday. I wish you the best today. I want you to go out and sell some cars. I want to see a lot of pictures out there of sold units today. Sales hustlers, I want you guys to keep joining the movement and unite. Shawn Hayes here, your car guy, Hyundai of St. Augustine. I make car buying easy.